All right, what's up, everybody? So what do we have here, right? What do we have here? This, what you're looking at, is America's best priced Infiniti G37 coupes with the manual transmission. It's on sale right now for around $7,900, actually $7,988 if we want to get down to the brass tacks of things. But I'm going to show you why we've generated over 20 leads in just 24 hours on this amazing sports coupe. So stay with us. I'm going to show you it inside and out, the condition of it, because believe it or not, there is a few reasons why it's the #1 priced Infiniti G37 coupes with a manual transmission in America, because it does have some flaws. So you want to see them? Let's go ahead and show them to you. Well, I mean, look at her, right? What an absolutely good-looking car, you know, the Infiniti G37. I mean, it's definitely been a fan favorite for people for quite some time now. And then to find one like this with a manual transmission, a lot of us guys and girls in the car business, we call these unicorns, right? Because it's just kind of rare to find this car with a manual. So, yeah, it's a unicorn. It's a unicorn that needs a little love, though, for sure. But front end's actually not too bad. Take a look at her, right? Paint looks good, still got plenty of shine. Headlights could use a little love on them, right? I mean, they are oxidized, especially on that side a little bit more than this side, but it's definitely an easy fix. So front end's not too bad. Let's take a look at the rear end. Well, the rear of the car looks pretty darn good as well, right? I mean, paint looks good. Nice and clean look, doesn't have any spoiler or anything like that off the back. Taillights, I love that bright red. So the rear end looks good. Let me show you though where some of the flaws come in place with this car. All right, so when you start looking at the actual vehicle at the side body of the car, one of the most major flaws with it realistically here is right back here above this rim. And I will tell you, some of the wheels on the car do have some curb marks on them. But a lot of y'all may just slap these off and put some aftermarket wheels on there, some Volk Racing, something like that. But some of the damage is right here, which definitely could be body worked and fixed. So you got something going on right here. Now, other parts on the vehicle, and it's nothing like major dents, dings, or scratches or anything like that, but, and it may be even a little bit difficult to see in the video, but we think the car may have had some type of vinyl wrap on it at one point or another, because when you really get down and start looking at the paint, which right now I'm looking at it and I don't see it so much, but the car first off may have been repainted at one point or another. But in the clear coat, and my detail guy did a really nice job of it, but it did have in some certain spots, it looked like you could see where a wrap of some sort was on the car at some point. But right now, I don't see it so much. But you can definitely tell when you start looking at the vehicle that it's been repainted before, because I can see a lot of orange appeal going down. And you know, depending on the paint guy, when they spray it up and down and sideways and all, sometimes you can see it in the paint how it was sprayed. So that's some of the reasoning, and these are really the main reasons why the vehicle is priced the way it is. If you pull it up on the Carfax report, the second owner of this vehicle seemed to have a few accidents, 2 accidents to be exact. First accident, or one of those accidents when you look at it on there, looked like the car may somebody have lost control of the vehicle and actually drove it off into the grass or in some type of embankment, and the vehicle had to be towed, and there was some damage to the rear. And then the second time that person got in an accident, looked like it had some damage in the front. A lot of times Carfax reports will say minor damage on a Carfax report, right? Minor means basically cosmetic, dents, dings, things like that. The vehicle wasn't towed. But on both accidents on the Carfax report, it does say that these were moderate accidents. And the first one there that I was talking about, where the car actually slid into an embankment where they couldn't get it out or whatnot, that one says on there it had to be towed. So anyways, all that really goes into why the vehicle is priced the way it's priced. But I'll show you here shortly that the car actually does drive out really well. And the previous guy that owned it, that traded it in our store, loved the car. He really did. but it was time for him to move up into something a lot newer and a lot faster. So we're gonna show it to you, and then we're gonna take it for a drive. All right, everybody, we're inside the car, right? Yeah, let's crank it up. Let's take it down the street and see how she feels. Yeah, so if you're a little bit taller or have really high hair like I do, it is a little tight in here, but we can always open that up for a little more, you know, a little more headroom. But anyways, it's a tight, small area in here, but this really makes it have that sports car feel about it, which is really cool. Anyways, let's go ahead and crank her up, put our foot on the clutch, and hit this button here. There you go. You can hear that good sounding V6 under there, all naturally aspirated, right? Whoa, yeah, it's a nice engine. AC blows nice and cold, already doing that, so that's a positive. Here's the manual, 6-speed manual. The interior is actually in pretty good shape, and I'll show you all that here in just a minute when we get under the oak trees, but let's go ahead and cruise her down the road and see how she drives. All right, got her in first. Let's go ahead and see how she runs. Clutch feels actually really good, so I don't really think you'll be needing to replace a clutch on this car anytime soon. Feels great. And it's a really peppy engine. I mean, this thing will get up and roll out. Probably more than peppy, right? It could probably be a beast of a motor. I mean, it'll roll out when you want it to. And yeah, that felt pretty good. Let's go ahead and roll her up here under the yokes and take a look at her a little bit more. And before we do, we'll just kind of cruise around the parking lot a little bit, let you, you know, see me turning her and all. And suspension feels good. I don't hear any clunky sounds or anything like that. It's pretty much all stock. There's no, you know, there's no aftermarket parts as far as, you know, lowering kits, coilovers, or anything like that. All right, let's hop out and take a look at her. All right, everybody, let's take a look at the exterior body of this G37. I'll do the best I can to show you as much as possible in the video as far as any imperfections or anything like that. Now, like I have said in the previous parts of the video, the vehicle has been resprayed at one point or another. I don't know when and how long ago, but you know, you can tell it's been repainted, which actually isn't a horrible thing, right? It's still nice and shiny. All your lights work as they should. Headlights work, okay? Hood looks good. I'll pop the hood in just a minute and let you see under there. And they're nice looking wheels, but they do have curb marks on all of them. I love those big brakes back there. That looks pretty sweet, doesn't it? In silver with the Infiniti logo. Man. But the main part of the vehicle, and I'll show you back here a little bit more in a second, but windshield looks great. No chips, no cracks. Wiper blades are feeling really nice, so you shouldn't have to replace those anytime soon. Up top, this all looks good. Your moldings around your sunroof look good. All your windows and sunroof work just fine. It does have mirror tint, which looks really nice on this car, on the front two windows and around the back. And really the main part of the damage on the car is right in here, as you can see. And of course, these wheels, man, that most likely happened when this happened. I mean, it does show 2 accidents on Carfax, as we talked about earlier. And something tells me that this right here may not even have been reported on the Carfax report, because from what it says on Carfax is 1 accident happened in the rear, 1 in the front. Doesn't really say anything about on the back, you know, back here, passenger side. Well, the vehicle's running right now, so I can pop the trunk for you, and it does have the backup camera there. So let me go ahead and do that. Now, if you really look closely right now, you can see what I was talking about. It's just got some kind of, I don't know. I don't know if there was a vinyl wrap on it or what, but just some kind of something on this paint that you can see right up in here. And realistically, it's here, it's on there, it's really everywhere, right in here. So I don't know if you could get some really tough grit compound and then get it out and then wax it and all that, or wet sanding is probably your best option. And you know, if you took the car to a shop after getting that fixed over there and had them wet sand the whole vehicle and then buff it out, you probably would be doing pretty good, because it would get a lot of the orange appeal out of the paint. And you know, like right up in here, you can see where there's trash in the paint when they sprayed it. So wet sand, it would get a lot of that out and make the paint look so much better. That's definitely something I would probably do to the car. Or if you want to hook the car up and build it into something amazing, you know, you might want to put a wrap on it, right? Then you're covering all this up. But even got a little run in the paint right here. So I don't know who did the paint work, but good gracious. They need to go back to paint school, right? But it's still shiny. And that's why the pricing is like $4,000 less than what it technically should be selling for, is because of all these things I'm showing you. This is just common stuff right here. The car's got age on it. It's a 2008, but all your windows work just fine, as you can see. The interior is actually in really nice shape. You don't have any rips or tears on your seats. You know, that kind of stuff's just common, but seats actually look really good. Again, you could probably get some kind of conditioner, leather conditioner on these seats and bring them out a little more. But floors look good. The back seats look good. Look at that. Nice clean back seat. Hardly ever been sat in. Headliner looks good. It's not falling or anything like that. Armrest is good. Cup holders, they're not really all that helpful. If you had a supersized cup going around a corner too fast, it's probably not going to hold it in too much. But I've always been under the impression a true sports car does not have cup holders. At least that's what I've been told in the past. Yeah, all this seems to be working pretty good. These also pop out if you're a little taller or just want to rest your legs a little bit more. Your screen looks good. Radio does work. Leave it at that. There you go. 6-speed manual, heated seats. Then go ahead and let's put it in reverse and make sure the backup camera's working. There you go. Even has the guidelines on it. So there's that. AC is ice cold. I'm liking it. Glove box. And then right in here, there's the exact mileage on the car. Right there for you. 134,450. And let's go ahead and pop the hood and take a look under there. Car's been running for a good 15-20 minutes now, so if there was anything going on under there, we should be able to see. And steering wheel's got Bluetooth, cruise control, audio controls, all that stuff. All your lights work. You got your lights in your vanity. Oh crap handles. So interior's really in nice shape for an 08. Come on. There we go. Shocks are still working good with your hood. And there's your V6. K&N air filter in there. That's good to see. You got two of them. One here, one over there. How about that? There's your battery. Yeah, I mean, really, the main things with the car, the engine, doing just fine. So anyways, if you can get over some of the cosmetic imperfections with the car, you might have yourself a pretty nice ride here for actually a great price. But I want everybody to see this stuff because I know we got a lot of people emailing, texting, calling, messaging on Facebook, a lot of people interested in the car. And I just put a few pictures up online, but you really need to watch this video to get a thorough look at the car so you can see that, you know, this right here is not lining up exactly right, and the paint and everything. You need to see this to be able to do that. All right, guys, stay with me. I'm gonna hop in, take her for her last ride, and take her back down to the dealership. All right, everybody, just a quick ride with me, okay? Drop the windows so you can hear the exhaust. The main thing, listen to it shift and all that stuff. Sorry about the camera angle. Definitely need to invest in some suction cup mounts or something. Oh yeah, feels good. How are the brakes? Brakes feel good. I don't have any kind of stuff going on in the steering wheel, so that tells me that the rotors are in good shape. I mean, realistically, the whole thing here, folks, is that you're buying a car that actually drives and runs great. Holy crap, man, this car is really nice to drive. I'm really liking this. Plenty of power. I mean, it's just a nice riding car. Fun, you know? I mean, man, feels good to be behind the wheel of a manual transmission. Suspension feels good. I mean, this car has so much potential for whoever buys it if they want to do some stuff to it. I mean, oh yeah, she winds out nice. Yeah, what a nice ride. Wow. I mean, $79.88, $8 grand basically. You got yourself a nice little pocket rocket. And oh man, it's just a nice ride. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about it. Would this be one for you? We always keep sporty little cars out here. I mean, look at that one there. There's a Audi Tt first gen manual transmission. Mileage on it like 150K for only around 6,900. I mean, another great car. It's naturally aspirated. No, actually, that's got the 1.8 turbo in there. Front wheel drive with a set of Inkies on it. I mean, a great car. So, you know, if this one isn't the one for you, after watching the video, you know, we got others. Southern Motor Company is located right here in the heart of North Charleston, South Carolina on Rivers Avenue. You know, if we were, I would say this is probably, like when I think of Detroit, the Motor City, this area of Charleston right here is like the Motor City of Charleston. And so that's kind of cool. But thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully one of y'all will find some love in your heart to buy this G37.